Hello there. They call me Mystery. Now, have you ever thought about what is truly going on behind the scenes with your data as you surf the net, use apps, shop online, or engage with social media? That momentary thought, they want to use cookies. Or, I wonder what's in those terms and conditions. But the need to access right now, so you just click accept, overrules any thought on the matter. What are you really giving up in those momentary exchanges? Are you just signing up to a code of conduct controlling your behavior? Or do they really want something from you? Something valuable. More importantly, something that you create. What I'm talking about is data. Now, if you create your data, should you control it? Your data is probably more valuable than you realize. There is literally an entire multi-billion-dollar industry out there thriving off people's personal data, collected and used by data brokers, advertisers, insurance companies, etc. But this is not really a surprise. Most people know they are probably being taken advantage of, but dismissing the thought, well, I was using the site or the app for free, so it's okay, I guess. Making these momentary, internalized justifications for their online antics. But the question begs, if data is so valuable, like there is incredible data on you out there, why are you not in on the game? Why the hell are you not being compensated? Now imagine if someone just followed you around all day long and reported your daily habits back to some company and made money off that. Would you ask for a cut? So there is this idea in Marx's Capital that the capitalist system feeds off surplus value. Productive labor creates value, and once it has produced enough value to cover the cost of itself and the means of production, i.e. the goods, the building, the business costs, etc., then any additional value created beyond that is surplus value. Employees, like little miracle workers, create additional value on top of capital investments, which is the stuff that ends up becoming the profit. Now, the important point here is that in the capitalist economy, all value is created by work and profit is derived from surplus work. This additional extraction is not known to the worker in the sense that this mystical surplus value, they have no control over it or say in it. It is incidental to their actions and taken for the sole use of the proprietor of the business. Now, whether you think that is acceptable or not, it's exploitation or not, that's a whole different debate. What I want to draw a link to is how data collection and data mining here in the 21st century is like surplus value, although even more perverse. When you go into somebody else's website, sign up, download their app and agree to their terms and conditions, you are entering into their digital space, their private property. You are subject to their rules and terms of engagement, but of course, you are wanted there. Your presence and activities and what you bring to the party is what is wanted. You provide value by bringing existing information and creating more. You work or engage with the site and data value is extracted from you in exchange. Now, at least with the theory of surplus value, it insinuates that workers know their worth to some degree, or at least they get paid for some of it. The insidious thing about data value is your digital presence, the online profile that ghosts you. You have no idea of its existence, its worth, and it's taken from you completely for free. You can't make a living from it, but it creates value. It's exploited by proprietors of sites and apps, and they use it with their associated third parties. Like a feeding frenzy of predators, feeding off the trail you create with your time and your actions. All because why? You accepted some cookies and some T's and C's. Oh, that makes it okay? Now, some would defend this system based on convenience. Websites use your data, the topics you search for, the websites you visit, the links you like, and so forth to create a profile of your interests. which they use to tailor ads, like a personalized advertising experience just for you. How lovely of them, providing a free service. What about when it's used against you? Like an insurance company who purchases and studies your data, using it to set rates and premiums for you for their financial gain. What is really crazy though about data value is that there is no limitation on data retention. You have to assume it's being held forever. Unlike surplus value or surplus labor, digital value, your data, is the gift that keeps giving. Your actions create more data that multiplies as time goes on. Now, all the stuff that I've mentioned about how data is extracted from you is completely legal, of course. So it's hilarious, actually, when people fearfully claim that thieves or hackers might use your data and steal your identity, while your stolen online identity is actually traded on a multi-billion-dollar market daily like a little data slave. And so the question is not, is this right or wrong? Are you okay with it or not? Because if you aren't, then you know what? Don't use the internet and give up having a smartphone. The fundamental question, which no one wants to address, is whether you should be compensated for your value creation. You should be paid for the data that is collected and used on you. Or, if not that, as a bare minimum, you should be able to choose whether or not it's being used. That is a simple and basic principle of a free society. Freedom and control of your private person and information. But money beats freedom every time in a market economy. Welcome to the world of data value. Now, if you thought that was interesting, give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with someone who should hear this. And subscribe for more. There is much to learn before we can unlock the revolution. Remember, I am, you are, we are a mystery.